Hey guys, I'm just on this Facebook group here. Um, I guess this is like this app, the official Spocket group, but they've got some other companies in here too for some reason. I don't know. I'm not a Spocket fan. I used them and didn't like them at all. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. Um, so many of these pages on Facebook are just shady and nothing but scammers. I'm not going to say that every single, all 94,000.8 of these members are scammers. I'm one of them. Um, I'm not a scammer. Mainly, what I do is get on here and just call out people who are obviously starting to scam. Um, but this is like, consider this like a public service announcement. Okay, if you're looking to like get into e-commerce and you're looking to start a drop shipping store because you've heard it was just really easy to set up a store and pay for ads, pay for traffic, go to it. And then when the second people start seeing your website, they're going to immediately start buying whatever products you've listed that are being drop shipped in from China because you're listing things on AliExpress. It honestly doesn't really work like that. And these folks will continue to try to make you think it does. And that's what really annoys me. And that's what I like calling out, um, because it's so frustrating to see. People are so desperate these days and so desperate for some kind of low effort um, supplementary income stream that they're just like, all right, I can pay $30 for a Shopify store and $10 for a subscription to this drop shipper app because they're better than AliExpress because they ship from the States instead of China and all this stuff. And then, suddenly you're like, you try it for 3 months, you're $150 in the hole, you've made no money. That's not even, I'm not even talking about ad spend. If you're paying for ads, you're spending way more than just your, overheads to run your software. Digital ads right now are more expensive than they've ever been. They are continuing to go up. Like costs for ads are way more, uh, and they're going up more and more all the time. Um, the biggest, I don't know. I can't make a claim like this conclusively, but I can say that a huge part of any company's overheads these days will go to digital ads if they're running them. All right, so look at this. This actually, is it legit? I don't know. You'd have to probably sell that many things to make that much. So I don't know. Maybe it is. They make it sound easy. Oh, you're running ads in the US? Oh, well, you're doing it wrong. Just do it in the UK and then you'll make sales. If you're not doing it in the US, it'll work in the UK. Honestly, it's still not that easy. Like, that's the problem. Even if that was true, there's no such thing as easy money. And you've got to have like having a website that just shows people a product and takes their money and ships it somehow to them is 25% of the battle. You got to have quality traffic and you've got to pay for that. Your only other option is to make a blog, write a bunch of articles, and hope that one of those articles gets, scooped up in the Google algorithm and starts being shown as a search result high up on a list for a search term that people are going to click on because they want to know about something. And then when they read about it on your website, then they're going to say, wow, this is a cool website. Wonder if they sell something. And then they'll buy your thing. And that is great, but it takes forever and you can't control it. You have no control over it. Search engine optimization is absolutely a thing. You can follow best practices. You can um, do what anybody tells you to do to try and make Google happy and to make their algorithm favor your article instead of someone else's. but I'm here to tell you that not really anybody actually understands it. And it may sound like write a blog, follow these steps, and it'll get shown on Google. But in actuality, it's write a blog, follow these steps, a huge, gigantic question mark where the algorithm is, and then maybe Google will feature it. Nobody really understands what's behind that question mark. I don't care who they are. I mean, maybe the engineers that did it. They probably do. All right, I'm not gonna. I know they have some kind of thing behind it. So yeah, they get it. Now look at this. All right, this is crap. This is stupid. This isn't even a good attempt at scamming people. You just you put one order, you make a junk Shopify store for free, you put in one fake order, put the payment method down as like check or something, mark it as paid. Suddenly, you've got a single $9,000 order, and hey, look, guys, total sales $9,000. That's 60% down from the day before when I had three huge orders. It's unbelievably stupid. This is so obviously fake. If you're looking to get into e-commerce for real, just like do your research on Google by just searching some articles. And this is something that I need to compile, honestly, because there are some good ones out there. YouTube is another good resource, but please don't come to a Facebook group like this one, and don't ask these folks. Don't do this. Don't do this. Like, pick something that you want and see if it works, but don't come here and ask for advice. I mean, I guess that's an okay question. This is what I'm talking about. Don't do this, because you can design a store just as good as they can do. It's very easy. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to be a web developer to make a website anymore. Not even a website that's PCI compliant and can safely handle, finances, take people's money, and handle the logistics side of things. It's not hard to set that up. What is hard about making a website, what's hard about making a brand, is making it reputable. That just takes time, and it does take money, and it does take customers who are willing to vouch for you. But until you have that, you're just one of these. You're just one of the millions and millions of throwaway Shopify dropship stores that, you know, just a drop in the bucket. They're floating around out there. They have people literally throwing their money away, um, you know, on ads, actually buying traffic. Hopefully, they've got their tracking set up correctly. Now, if you want to pay somebody for something, pay somebody for that to make sure that your tracking is all set up. Your pixel's good, your pixel's firing the right events that are going to make retargeting viable and productive. And, go from there. Build a blog. It's going to take forever. Write some articles. They've got to be good. Write some good articles about something that's related to what you're trying to sell. Just make sure they're good. Learn about some basic SEO practices and do that. Write like 10 blog articles. It will take forever. It is a lot of work. But maybe you'll get some organic traffic. It'll add some more pages and authority to your website. Make an About Us page that sounds like more than just, we've been in the woodworking business for 5 years, and so we want to sell you quality wood products. Like, make it actually mean something and make it sound like you're actually if you're an individual, just lean into it. You're an individual and you're passionate about this thing. Why? Why do you want to show people? Why do you want to bring your product, to others? What makes it different than other people? Do an about page. have your policy pages in order, only then, like only then, will you need to start running ads. And I'm only saying that because they're so expensive. And this advice is mostly for people who are just thinking about starting out, or maybe you've already, maybe it's been a couple months and you're finding out that it's not as easy as everybody told you it was going to be. What it comes down to is making a website, making a Shopify store, and finding a bunch of products to sell is easy. Making a brand that people trust and will actually give you their money is not easy at all. There are very well established e-commerce brands with awesome products that don't even drop ship. They're controlling their product. Their shipping times are fast and everything is really good, and their websites are great, and their traffic is quality, and it's still hard. Like, ad spend is still crazy and out of control. Stuff like this, don't do this. Just get on YouTube. Only ask for advice if it's like a reputable person. It just breaks my heart to see stuff like this. So yeah, the only time I ever come on these websites these days is just kind of to call out this junk. It's just yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop this video before I just start rambling and complaining too much, but I appreciate what Shopify has done for the e-commerce industry. And as far as software goes, I think it is very solid software and has done a lot of good for e-commerce, and even, I will say, for small businesses and people who want to get into it and people who want a second income stream that, and they make it pretty entry level friendly because it's not super expensive. But man, that has just saturated the internet with scammers and these like pseudo marketers that don't know anything and who will say, I can make you a website and I'll pick out the products for you and it'll sell stuff. Like, they'll make you a website and they'll transfer ownership to you, and then you'll be stuck paying for it. But it's not going to sell anything because they're not going to put any real work into it. And you could make that same website yourself for for free. For free on Shopify, and you could probably source the same products because all they're doing is sourcing some junk off AliExpress. So don't come here. Go to YouTube, go to Reddit, or ask somebody who you know is reputable, and you'll be way better off. Just don't throw money at anybody unless you're absolutely sure. Because, these are desperate times and people are desperate, and this is supposed to be easy money, but there's no such thing as easy money. Not even in e-commerce, not even on Shopify anymore. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a second. I'll see you guys.